Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another evening of esports here. Today we will be seeing Flash versus LOVESICK. LOVESICK just making the first capture for the blue side. They are playing with Hell, Diamond, Tosha, Immortal Hero, and Press F. On the side of Flash we have Higo, Lightshot, Missile, Noise, and Champion. And I'm not alone tonight, I'm joined by Avoid. Good evening.
Good evening there, NK.
Is everything set up on your side already?
Yep. I'm good to go.
That's great. Yeah, I'm pretty curious about how LOVESICK is playing, but they are definitely the favorites in this match.
Most definitely, I think they probably most likely will dominate this match and just take home the win against Flash. I just think that is 99% most probable to see that happen, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
But still, always interesting to see the top teams play, even if it is not a that competitive match. It's a pretty unlucky first match for Flash, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the deal.
The odds really are against them today. But right now, it does seem like we will get our first capture for Lovesick today. I think Immortal is just lagging there a little bit, taking his time to capture.
Yeah, it looks like he has a bit of connection issues, indeed. If we are going to see LOVESICK with 4, then it can be be a difficult match still. But I don't expect LOVESICK to not have anyone on the reserve.
I mean, Mortero, yeah, he does look like he's chopping around there in the map, but yeah, fingers crossed that he doesn't lag out.
Yep. We see Noise with the RSOD. And Messa with Cruise. Let's see if they still can create something here. Although this is a very difficult lineup for them indeed. Facing LOVESICK in round 1.
Yeah, with 2 captures already secured for Lovesick here. You can see Hell pushing up on the right side using a Cruise OD, taking out Missile. Amazing OD. Does he get the pull here? The tank is in the way with Diamond activating his Paladin OD. This does seem like it's going to be a strong pull there from Lovesick. Once more again, Immortal looks like he activated his Viking OD. Does put the pressure onto Flash there. Flash is backed up against the wall and they all are on respawn, unfortunately.
Yeah, and that's the third capture already going for Diamonds. He's taking his time. There's no pressure on him. That's definitely for sure. But that's 3-0 already.
Yeah, they really are killing it already. 5 minutes, 45 seconds roughly remaining here. Diamond pulling with Paladin. Can Missile get a nice Crusader OD off? No, he uses for himself. I guess his missile backfired on him and it went back into his face there. Hell there pulling a flag with his Crusader and he's going to capture that flag. What in the world was Missile doing? I mean, Renke, can you tell me what he was doing?
It was a bit of a crazy overdrive indeed. Definitely not not what he had planned.
Yeah.
We have seen some crazy cruise ODs already this tournament.
Real? Actually, for the first game yesterday?
Yeah. Your game as well. I don't remember which team it was, to be honest, but on Iran was it your game on Iran? I'm not sure.
Nah,
Oh, that
not
was the other
Iran,
game.
nah.
But it was he was shooting all the birds out of the sky. Nah, he
Wow.
had some unlucky moments. And non-stop with your match as well. Non-stop was very risky with those OD box.
Oh, yeah.
But we saw that from Default and Butcher as well. That was the first game we streamed yesterday. They are very much playing on that OD both. But
Who won? Which team won?
default one.
Wow. Okay, interesting.
Yep. And yeah, I don't know. On cross, you guys had it pretty easy, to be honest. Last round. Like
Yeah,
before cross, you
I
were
think.
struggling a bit, but on cross, it went pretty well.
I mean, that's good to hear, honestly, because the Sandal was like they got like two pulls. The first pull was like, yeah, he had no ODs, and the Crusader just pulled. So it was like pretty much,
Yeah, and tell Zen
you
too,
know, we had the harder base.
he has to start with double armor.
I heard you on stream saying about him starting on double armor. I was like, wow.
Yeah, there are quite a bit of moments. In my opinion, he started on the wrong supply. He, of course, I don't know, maybe he thinks differently, and he has way more experience than I do. But quite some time, yeah, I think about definitely more than 1 or 2 times he started on not on DA, you know.
Yeah,
And it's not
I
always
see.
bad.
I see.
It's not always bad. Let's put that first, but sometimes it really is bad.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a time and place to start on DP. I totally agree with you on that.
But yeah, to be honest, pretty good first game, and we need to be proud of the teams. You know, there are not a lot of English teams in this tournament. I mean, besides you and Papega,
Yeah,
are there only those two are the only English-speaking teams, right?
Papega and
And you guys.
yeah. I think we're the only ones really. That wait, hold on, I might be lagging a bit. Give me 2 minutes.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. At that time, we see Diamond pulling the 8th flag already. He's really low on health though. But he got backed up by his teammates already. And this will be the 8th capture. LOVESICK is not taking any chances here. Just finishing the game. Immortal Hero now pulling number 9. This isn't going to be a long night for LOVESICK. They are definitely just clearing this one in 3 rounds. And indeed, what I said earlier, a rough start for the tournament for Flash. But curious what they can do in the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. They shouldn't really be disheartened about it, you know, because we're always gonna have to go up against a strong team one way or another in tournaments. So as long as they remain motivated, they still will have opportunity to at least get one win, you know, during the tournament if they play a good team on their same level.
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's the good thing about this kind of tournaments. After a round or two, the skills are pretty much even in all the matches.
Yeah.
Only round 1 is like where the skill gap is like really big, and round 2 as well sometimes. But after that, it is pretty good.
Yeah, most definitely, most definitely. And I think that's why some players, when they play the first round, they get disheartened if they get like a strong team like Red Notice or Lovesick. But they got to understand that, you know, their future rounds will be a lot more easier against different teams.
Yeah, it's not a big of a deal to lose a round, to be honest. It's not fun, of course, but yeah, it doesn't really matter for a team like Flash.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
So we are already going to the second round of today. Let's see if Lovesick can reach a double digits once again.
Yeah. And one thing I did analyze a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
When looking at like good players, like good teams and stuff like that, like
Like
the higher tier
potatoes.
teams like Lovesick and Red Notice, they only go for peak shots. I'm not sure if you notice.
Yeah, they try to minimize the damage on themselves like every single time they show themselves. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you got like teams like Flash and the lower. Well, I'm not saying Flash is a lower tier teams, but I'm just saying, you
Not the
got
top
teams
teams.
like, yeah, not the top teams. That's the best way to put it. They're more likely to take unnecessary damage in the open, which then leaves opportunities for the enemy to attack. And this is what Lovesick is doing up against Flash. But yeah, to be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you indeed. The less times you have to respawn, the more times you can do something on the field. And respawning is quite some time you're just losing. Um,
Yeah. And some players might be like, why is this so trivial? Like, it's something so small. And they'll be like, yes, I know this. But they they won't implement it. They'll say, I know this, I know this. Like, they think it doesn't make much of a difference. But something so small can make a big difference.
yeah, to be honest, the difference between an esport team and being on the top of esport is pretty small. You know, there is not really a thing in Tank Online like personal skill. Of course, there is personal skill, but not as crazy as in other esport titles. Like the skill is in team communication, and the differences in being good or being the best isn't that big, to be honest, in terms of how you play. But it's just being consistent, making no wrong choices, and that's like the difference. I think.
Yeah.
Like every team has a
I mean,
good play sometimes, but it's repeating that every single time.
yeah, repetition. And that, I think that's the big thing to improve on. Like, repetition is it. And I think when I came to esports, right, to this new format, I was like, okay, what am I lacking? And I just observed everything. Well, obviously, I don't play matchmaking. I didn't play matchmaking at the time. I was like, okay, cool. All right, what are the other players doing that I don't have? First, I was actually analyzing how to play on the map and so forth, and I learned the shots on the map and so forth. But I was like, what am I missing? I'm missing kind of IQ. So I was like, okay, then what do the other players, the good players, have that I don't have? And I was like, well, it might be something where it's like matchmaking experience. And I know it might not be like, oh, matchmaking experience, like, but if like I could practice and analyze and see how players shoot me, how I die, and analyze those small mistakes, then when I'm playing against the better teams, I know at least they're doing something basic, but I just analyze. I know I'm waffling a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You know, of course, matchmaking is no esport. The difference is quite big. Um, but being able to analyze what players are doing is also like a thing you have to learn. And you can learn that from every player. It doesn't mean matter how good they are, just if you can see what they are doing. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, and of course, if you never played matchmaking, then you have to find the overdrive button. Or did you play pro battles with ODs?
I think figuring out the overdrives and all of that is, I don't think it's that complicated, to be honest.
Nah, it is not complicated, but it's you know you have to get good with it still, especially with something like Cruise or Eris.
Oh yeah, you're 100% right. 100% right. It takes a lot of effort to do it. A lot of effort.
Okay, tech pause is over. I think it was a tech pod at least. I haven't checked it yet, to be honest. But
Yeah.
did Flash call tech pods or LOVESICK?
I'm not completely sure, but my guess is Flash.
Yeah,
My guess is Flash.
but what's the point, to be honest? Like I appreciate their will in fighting this, but what is the point?
That's something I gotta ask them afterwards, you know? Like, what was the point of them calling tech pause like that?
Maybe we see Gifted leaving right now. Maybe he has some connection issues, and they use the tech pods to fix that. You know, sometimes tech pods are really just used for technical things. Most of the times it's just to waffle a bit, but sometimes there is a technical issue.
Yeah. So Renke, when you playing esports?
Never.
Never.
Never is a big word, you know. Never say never. That's like what people say, but I don't have plans to compete in esports. It's costing a lot of time. You know, I've talked with Jack quite a
Yeah.
bit. I've talked with you quite a bit. You're putting in the hours, at least 2 or 3 a day, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
And that's like pretty much all the time I have outside of work. Weekends not included, of course. And I have to stream. I have to broadcast. You know.
True. You're a busy guy, so
Nah,
you know.
always time. Always, you can always make time, but then it has to be like worth it. And for me, to be honest, it doesn't feel worth it to like commit so much of my free time in esports. I think I enjoyed more just watching it from the sideline, you know.
Yeah, I see.
And now I can't call it out. You know, nobody knows my skill, so I can talk about everyone, and they can't call me out.
Valid. That's true. I mean, it's probably fun as well because at least you know you can be honest and be more transparent about how players play. To be honest.
Yeah, I try to always be transparent, and I don't know a lot of these guys personally, like very few, so I don't have to be scared about what I'm saying. But I also don't say any crazy stuff, so I shouldn't be scared in
Yeah.
general. But I'm always trying to be honest about what I see, and if people see it differently, then please tell me. You know, most of the times they have way more esports experience than I do. But no, just watching the games is for me the most fun. And although I think when I start esport, that I actually like from watching these matches 24/7, that I can learn it pretty quickly.
8 minutes.
Yep. Tosha taking the OD box right now. In favor of LOVESICK. LOVESICK already getting the second capture in. Yeah, LOVESICK is just not going to give Flash any space here. They just want to get a 3 rounds in, and then it's over, you know? But it will be cool if we see Flash pulling a flag. Another OD box already dropping. But for Lovesick, it isn't really a priority here. They're just getting another capture in. Immortal Hero catching that OD box, by the way, so he will make good use of it. Press F taking over the flag here. Already the 6th capture we are talking about. They are doing it crazy quick. Who do we have there?
Hopefully we're back in business, huh?
Yep. Sounds great, sounds great. Diamond is putting the 7th flag already. But this one is going to be returned.
Wow. Lovesick is absolutely crushing it today against Flash.
Yeah, they are. They are. It's just total overkill, to be honest.
Yeah. And watch Tosha's gonna use a beautiful Eris OD. Hell taken out nice with a nice Crusader OD. And does seem like Diamond will be able to pull through mid. Absolutely just at a performance that OD's going off in synchronicity.
Teamwork and communication from Lovesick, that's insane. All these players, of course, with crazy amount of esport experience. We have seen it in teams before Lovesick as well. But they are showing it once again here. And this is going to be a crazy tournament for them.
Yeah. I mean, I think, to be honest, they might be able to get acid, you know, if Lovesick keeps the performance that they're getting at, to be honest.
Yep. Definitely. There are not a lot of teams competing this tournament. So that's already a big step easier for them. But I think they are on the top, you know.
Most definitely, they're in the step of the right direction. Lovesick and Red Notice are the 2 top teams that are currently in the tournament.
Sorry, I missed what you said.
Lovesick and Red Notice are the 2 top teams that are in the tournament right now.
Yeah, as long as they don't face each other, then they both have a good chance of getting that paint.
Yeah.
By the way, you probably don't want to say this, but me and Jack were talking about a player in your team. He's playing Viking. You already know the question, probably.
Oh, you talk about Zenfree?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose alt is that? If you can't say it, you
can't disclose it. Yeah. They literally said want me not to say anything.
But is it Matrix? No, okay, I won't dig. I won't dig if he said you can't say anything. But we have our
Well, you're asking if it's Matrix. I'm gonna say no. It's not Matrix.
Okay. I hope to see Matrix.
It isn't him. It's someone else, but it's not Matrix. I won't say who it is. Though. Yeah.
I hope to see Matrix playing this tournament as well, but Prism has been split up, I saw. Don't know the reason, to be honest. But that's pretty...
I think Matrix just got his Prism and he just
he's just
didn't play this armor.
Yeah, but there are still 4 players in Prism, but the other 3 just are playing for different teams, I think. But it looks pretty cool now. If you look at the team profile, there are just 4 matches in and the paint.
Yeah.
Yeah, talking about winning paints. Now we can win acid, and we're talking about red notes and Lovesick as favorites. But undervalued, also competing once again here. I don't know about their lineup, but they have played some great tournaments. Deviants maybe. You know, it all depends on
Ooh.
if Red Notice will face Lovesick. You know, if they won't face each other, then it will be very difficult. But otherwise, Deviants, maybe even Default, are definitely teams.
You,
Sorry, go on.
yeah, you know, I actually want to play against Deviants. You know, I want to actually face off against them, to be honest, for some reason.
You don't like having an easy lineup?
Not to say defense isn't amazing. They're good, but they're not amazing like that. Like, I actually haven't seen their lineup, to be honest. But I mean, talk about their previous lineup. It hasn't been the best, to be honest. And I feel like it would be a close game against them. They'll probably beat us, but don't know. Who knows?
I will definitely watch that stream. But Default, what do you think about that team?
E4.
They have some pretty good names in right now. Chili and Madeline. CJ. You know, it's a pretty well-known names.
Yeah, I think that will be a challenge as well.
They all have Gladiator, but yeah, that isn't the biggest achievement, of course. But now combined,
Yeah, they beat us in the past as well. So don't know, but our games was close with them. That's the thing.
yeah, who has learned the most in the last few months? You know, that's the question.
Yeah. Well, pretty much as we can see, it does seem like Lovesick is literally taking flags, like taking candy from a baby. And, you know, the scores has just been over 10 flags in red alert, which is absolutely insane from Lovesick.
It is. Yeah, 10 flags in the first match, 11 flags in the second match.
Yeah.
Now we will get to round 3, and that's pretty much the last round.
Let's see. Well, why am I saying let's see? We know the outcome for today. We who know the outcome. The viewers know the outcome of today is going to be Lovesick winning. So yeah.
Yep. Look, I'm a big numbers guy. And we have 10-0 in the first match, 11-0 in the second. Can they just do 12-0 in the third?
We might see it. We just got the map. So let's see.
Although I want to see a capture from Flashman. That will be great for them.
One flag capture is very generous, you know.
Yeah, just to see them make a capture. You know, it won't. It wouldn't change anything. And I can say I want to see them make 5 captures, but we all know that will not happen. You know, but at least just one. Let's say it that way.
Yeah. I mean, even if they do get one flag, that means you're gonna join their team, right?
I have not get an invite from them, and I definitely don't think that they are planning to do so.
I don't think you would join them anyways. I don't think you would want to join them. That's the best way to put it.
No. I have no plans of joining esports, as I said earlier.
Yeah. I mean, what if you could play? What combo would you play?
I think Cruise will.
Cruiser.
But I'm an awfully bad Railgun player. At least XPBP. So I don't know. But Crucial, I always find the most interesting combo to see when I'm broadcasting matches.
Oh, I think someone enlightened you about the Cruiser. You know, I want to kind of say Matrix with Greg. You know.
Yeah. Pretty cool to see them to see them compete.
Yeah.
They played good. That's just what it is, you know. But no, yeah.
True.
If I
True.
would
True.
start esport, I would do that probably.
Okay. Okay.
Or I don't know. I don't know. Maybe just Paladin, you know?
Paladin. Okay. Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Ready for this match?
Yep. 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 This should be very, very fast.
But I have like I know. Yep. Third round, LOVESICK versus Flash. Currently 2-0 for LOVESICK, but that wouldn't surprise anyone, I think. They are definitely the favorites for this tournament. Including, of course, Red Notice.
Yeah. I mean, they did beat Red Notice. I think the last Armor 2. I think they beat Red Notice. Lovesick.
I'm not 100% sure. It's possible.
I think it was Armor 2.
I expected
I
to.
would have to double check.
I expected, to be honest, to see a bit more top players. Yeah, you're right. They beat Red Notice last Armor. But I expected to see a bit of more top players trying to fight for Acid. Most of the times it's like the most important rankings, but there are quite some players missing.
I see. Yeah, Force. I think Force left Red Notice.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what happened. But we know we will see him play possibly major. You know.
Yeah, that's of course also a possibility.
Yeah, he's gonna want his top 3 paint, either champion or silver. So we should maybe see him in major. So fingers crossed this map does get wrapped up fast by Lovesick.
Yep, last round. There we go. There we go. Sandal. It's a, I don't know, pretty weird map. I don't really like it.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright.
Champion. Ooh, I thought Champion would catch at OD, but it's Immortal Hero. Immortal Hero switched to Paladin.
Oh, did he go Paladin?
Yep. Trying to mix something up.
Okay.
Diamond with Viking now.
Oh, interesting. Nah, they're not playing serious then. The fact that he's gone Paladin and Diamond's gone Viking, I can tell you for a fact they're not playing serious.
I don't remember seeing Immortal on anything different than Viking, to be honest.
Yeah. Diamond doesn't even play Viking, he plays Paladin as well. So I know they're not taking it serious. They're just playing for fun now. You can see Immortal Hero pulling the flag here with little resistance, just cutting the defense like a hot knife.
True butter.
Yeah, through butter.
First capture in.
Can't
Tosha.
even tell if it's Immortal lagging or if it's me. He's just teleporting so hard.
Yeah, but I think it's Immortal side. I see him lagging quite a bit, but I see it with more players. Maybe it's just a game right now.
It could be the game. I'm not completely sure.
Yeah, Diamonds and Immortal going in for another attack. OD box dropping at the same time. Immortal using
Nice
it.
OD there from Tosha.
Yeah, indeed. Hell using on one player, but they're just forcing their way into that base.
Yeah, this is a confirmed capture there for Lovesick once more again. Tosha once more again pulling the flag with Crusader getting support there from Hell.
Diamond using a Viking OD back in the base of Flash, knocking out 3 players. And OD by press F. Even when they mix up players, because Tosha was playing Eris, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he was.
Even with them mixing.
No, Hell was playing Eris actually.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
no, Tosha, you're right. Tosha was, and Hell was on Crusader.
But they just mixed up everything here for this round, and it's still going quite good. But we see Hell, in terms of kill death ratio, pretty much struggling on Striker. Striker is a weird third if you're not used to playing it.
Yeah, most definitely.
Like, it's a pretty difficult combination.
Yeah, it's just not a combination I will get excited over.
No,
You
no,
know.
no. I don't understand Jack as well, Always wanting to play Striker.
It's just one of those combos you're like, yeah, long day today. I won't even bother playing it.
No, me neither. Although, talking about Striker, I was checking out that tandem augment. I don't know if you got it from the Build Tank event as well. But that's a pretty fun augment.
Oh, was it the one where you have to trade the tanks?
Yeah. Did you?
Oh, I got it. I definitely got it.
Did you participate in that?
Yeah.
Good. It's a fun augment. It really is. And it has been released for like quite some time. I think for like more than a year, but I didn't have it before.
Ooh, interesting. Yeah, I like it. It's a nice augment.
We see Flash being able to pull a flag here right now, but they are now in a standoff situation against Lovesick. So that's quite a difficult task for them right now.
Yeah, Flash seems like they're getting a hard time, to be honest.
Ooh, Tosha trying to return but knocking out himself. Gifted using a very questionable overdrive there with the Hunter. Yeah, this is definitely going to be the return attack kit. Tosha, Immortal Hero, and Diamond all going in right now. Diamond using his OT, only knocking out one player though, and Noise being able to defend here with a good Ares OD. The flag is still not returned. And Hell, by the way, taking it personal about what I said earlier, that he's converting his kill death ratio to a pretty good score. He's slowly getting used to that striker. Diamond here pulling another flag. Immortal Hero trying to take over, but Light Shot with the return. So it will stay at the 5 flags, sorry. Right now, still 3 minutes on the clock. Immortal Hero and Hell here going for another attack here. They want to see more. Both without an OD though. So it's going to be possible for defending. Press F with a crazy long Ares overdrive. Impressive. Really impressive.
Yeah.
A bit more than a minute on the clock here. This will be the last minutes of this match. One last big attack here from LOVESICK. Immortal Hero without pulling the flag. Number 7 is dead already. And with very little resistance.
1 minute.
Yeah, not the closest match today, but good to see the top teams competing once again here in this tournament. And yeah, congratulations for LOVESICK on this win. And I'm pretty curious about what Flash will show us in the rest of this tournament. Of course, this is not a great start. Versing LOVESICK, that's quite difficult for for the first round. But they will definitely show us something more in the upcoming rounds. And we will be watching Banditos versus Streaks in a few minutes time on the second EN channel. Hope to see you all there. And have a good night.